I got a feeling that you got me covered too. I got you covered. I got you covered.
Hi everybody, doing a test to make sure everybody can hear me. We're in the kitchen today. Let me make sure my audio is working. I know, looks like it is. I know that for the most part, probably everybody can figure out how to do this from the video. However, I just thought it'd be cool. We have to make at least 2 today. Okay, you can hear. We have to make 2 pumpkin cakes today. You can see my faithful crutches are over there because I'm still on them, guys. We have to make 2 today. We will make at least 2 more. When we go to Indiana, I usually make 1 to bring to the Thanksgiving table, and then I bring 1 for another Christmas party that his other side of the family does on Saturday. So it's pretty good. You can see when I did the recipe, I included the original recipe card, guys. If you haven't seen how much this has been loved, this recipe has been well used and well loved within our family. I think I have it for the most part from memory. So when I go to Indiana, I usually get, we all know, we all usually know the floppy ones we can probably get. Hi, Jason P. Probably get from Dollar Tree or something, and they're not the sturdiest thing. You usually have to put them on a cookie sheet when I may have my mom bring out her office chair. When they're not the sturdiest of things, you usually have to put them on a cookie sheet. Well, there is something that I found, and if they're on Amazon, they're called fancy pans. Ever seen the movie Fancy Pants? But this is fancy pans. And so these are this. So when I go, I can go to Dollar Tree, go ahead and cook the pumpkin cake on. We have a visitor. Do you see Mocha? She's right there. Let me see. Mocha, you gonna say hi? There she is. She says hi. She said hi. You gonna say hi? Yeah, I know. She's gonna open pumpkin. Yum. So anyway, they're not the greatest. So what I will do is put the sheet on a pumpkin or on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven, take it out, and place it in this. If you're looking for a Christmas gift, and eventually, probably when I get back, I'm going to try to set up an influencer store through Amazon. So things that we like this, you guys can go find them really easy on Amazon. But they have something for the deviled eggs. So you can put the deviled eggs in. This opens up, right? You put the deviled eggs in there. Christina loves deviled eggs. But I'm going to put the cake pan, right, in here like this, and it will support this just fine. Okay, this will support it. I'll close the lid, and we'll be off to the races. And then this top part pops off. I got it down there before we came on live, right? It pops off, and people can just eat right out of there. And then when you're done, you throw it out. So these things are great for the floppy pans. And that way I don't have to carry glass dishes with me when I'm traveling. I can just take this one, put it in the car, and take it to both places. And then when I'm done, I'm not having to worry about, transporting Pyrex dishes. So just a little helpful thing. They're called fancy pans, P-A-N-Z. And I will try to find them on Amazon and link it below. Sometimes I got them for Christina when she got married. She brings them all the time to the church socials. There we go. Just sometimes takes a little maneuvering. They have different colors beside pink. Pink was what I could get my hands on. So that's that. A little bit of a tutorial for you all. Just have to make sure it's now so. All right. There we go. And they have a smaller one for like the brownie size too. So I have both ones for the smaller 8x8 pan. We're going to use the Pyrex dishes because both places that I'm going, we can go ahead and just take these and do it up. So I'm going to turn you. I'm over the crutches. I've had it with the crutches. I'm done with the crutches. I don't like the crutches. Have I said that enough yet? But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So I'm going to turn you this way. Mama's there if I need some help. I've got a seat. So first thing we're going to do is turn the oven, get the oven, make sure nothing else is in the oven, and adjust the racks. So make sure all of that's done before you turn on the oven. So got the oven, we're going to set that. And then when we get done, we got the rest of the stuff Mama did yesterday at the store. So I'll show you what else is going in the boxes. Wash our hands. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the bottom part of the crust. Now, if I have to sit down, I will. Stand for a few minutes. So we're going to work on that, the bottom part. The first thing we're going to do is spray the pan. So just spray it. Okay. And then you're going to take a box of any yellow cake mix. It doesn't matter which one. Okay. Like that. I tried to get everything out. Welcome if you're coming on in. So you're going to open the cake mix and put it in the pan. Okay? And people that don't like pumpkin pie love this pumpkin cake recipe. Guarantee it. Okay. Now, in a separate bowl, right? Okay, you're going to take, before you start doing anything with the cake mix, you take a cup of the cake mix and put it in a separate bowl. That's for later. Okay, and now we're going to get back to the crust. So in for the crust, welcome everybody coming on in. If you're in, say hello. So we're working on the crust. In the crust, you're going to go ahead and, I should know this by heart, but you get on camera and forget it. We're going to take 1 stick of butter. And my son-in-law has butter allergies, so if you can't do butter, I'm sure you could use a butter that would work for you, and it would work just fine. So you're going to take, we have the half stick, so you're going to take a whole stick of butter, right? Thought I got everything out. And you're going to put it in a microwave safety dish. Okay? 2 sticks going on in because we want to melt the butter. Don't worry about it being softened. You want it melted. So we're going to melt the butter. So we're going to melt the butter. 30 seconds. Put it in the microwave. You're done. And then you're going to take 1 egg. So I have another dish here, right? So that you don't want to waste, or if egg gets an eggshell, you don't want to have to waste an entire thing. So have a separate bowl, okay, to do your egg, and make sure that it doesn't have anything in it. It's a good egg. It doesn't have funny smell or anything like that. So 1 egg. I'm going to put that in with the cake mix. Oop, that's a good egg. Okay. The butter, I'll probably use it for another 10 seconds. And then after this, I'll have to sit down and telling you guys, pumpkin cakes, the bomb. All right, so got melted butter. As I said, don't even worry about melting it. Okay, then we're going to take a spatula. Okay, take the butter, put the butter in. Okay, and your house will smell like Thanksgiving, I swear. I'm going to use this for the second week, so I won't. And then you're just going to mix this together. This forms the bottom of the crust. Okay, we're going to mix that all together. And what I'm going to do is do 2 of the bottoms first, because I'm not going to mess up another bowl. You know. Hi, Kentucky. How are you? We're making our pumpkin cake. We did the video, went out to members first, but I wanted to do a live showing everybody in case anybody had any questions. And the video yesterday came out for the pumpkin cake. So we're going to do both bottoms for this one and that one first, because then we'll work with the filling. And there's no sense, even if there's a little bit of the crust in here, to dirty another bowl. So don't worry about that. So take the bottom, and we're going to put that in this, and we're going to let that sit for just a second, and we'll start with the other one. Kind of let that butter kind of get a little bit firmer. And we're going to try a trick. I saw a trick for somebody that said if something's sticky, because this tends to be a little sticky, use a pan. And I think I'll have Mama help me in a minute. All right, scrape all that goodness off the spatula for the bottom of this one. All right, hold on to that. And you don't have to get everything if you don't. So we got that one. Now we're going to work on the second one, because I'm going to use anything with pumpkin. So I want to use the same bowl for the filling as I'm going to. So I don't want to have the pumpkin filling enter into that crust. So let's work on the second crust while we do that, right? So again, the crust is boxy yellow cake mix. And then you're going to take, before you dump that in, it snowed yesterday. Got our first snow. It did it while it was sleeping. I think that's just cake mix. But. All right, again, take a cup of the cake mix out before you do anything. That's going to form the top of the pumpkin cake. So you're going to put that in another bowl. That's in here. You're going to, again, take 2 sticks of the melted butter and melt it. You want melted butter, so don't even worry about trying to soften it. You don't want it from the freezer rock hard before you try to melt it, but don't worry about trying to get it. Okay. So we're going to put that in the microwave. That done. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Okay. And we're going to do the 1 egg again. Take it, put it in a separate container so you make sure you have a good one. Okay, so we're going to dump the egg in there. Whoops, we had a party while we were at it. Let's see. Another 5 seconds. Put that over because we're going to need more eggs for the filling. So I'm not going to get rid of it. Hi, Juan. How are you? How you doing? We're making our pumpkin cake. I put the video up. Members got it first. So I thought, well, I have to make 2. Might as well show everybody how to do it in case anybody had any questions. So we're going to mix that up. Well-loved recipe. Pretty easy to do. Like I said, you put your oven to 350. Right. Get the mama to come in here and help with the filming because I stood about as long as I can. I think I'll be okay in a minute. I'll just have to have your help. Okay, so I'm going to spray this other pan, this other 9x13 pan. Put the pumpkin cake in the bottom of the pumpkin cake in the pan. Do not, there is no reason unless you want to, wash out your pan. You can use this right for the filling. If a little bit, both. If a little bit of the crust gets in the filling, it will be just fine. I've done it that way for years. Not a problem. That way it's less dishes to clean up, right? So, scrape all that goodness. I'm not even going to change out the spatula. Use the same spatula. Okay, our church is having a pie and praise. So this one's for that, and then we're celebrating with the kids. So another one's for that one. Let's try this trick, and then I'll somebody, I was watching something, because this gets a little gooey, this part. And they said if you're dealing with something like this, go ahead and use a little bit of Pam on your hands. So we'll try this, right? And supposedly, it's supposed to make it so the stuff doesn't stick to your hands. It works. First time in years. Every time I've done this, I've looked like my hands have been so sticky from the thing. Well, that's a nice trick. Okay, guys, spray a little Pam on your hands because otherwise you're going to have a stick. There's no way to do this. Just get your hands in it. What God gave us is baking utensils, right? And we're just going to put it on the bottom. You want to make a bottom crust of the pumpkin cake. That works like a charm. Tried everything. And I think giving it a few minutes after you melt the butter to set up too helps, because the butter is so soft that if we tried to do it right away, I think it would have it. So both of those tricks kind of help a little bit. Okay. So we're just going to spread it out as evenly as you possibly can. This is going to be the bottom of the pumpkin cake. We'll wash our hands and start the next one. And we'll have Mama in here in a second. She can work on the phone because I'm standing, but I can only kind of stand on one foot right now. Okay, there we go. Almost there, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just you want to extend it as evenly as you possibly can. Perfection's for the birds. You want to make sure if you've got any high spots or low spots. There was a gentleman, Christina used to go to karate school, and it was the instructor, and I made this for him. And he's like, you've got to make it every year. And he was just the thinnest person in the world. He said he used to eat a half a slug every night till it was gone. He said he absolutely loved it. So I guess I should send his wife the recipe since I'm not in Florida anymore, huh? Okay, so there we go. That's that. Right, we're going to put this aside. I'm going to wash my hands, and we'll start on the next one. Talk amongst yourselves with it. Putting the pan on really helps. Right? Oh, putting the pan on helps. Yeah. I never would have thought of that trick. It's a good trick. We've got our towel holders on our oven here. We've got some still available. I'm gonna put the ones we have, the two for Thanksgiving, still available. If anybody needs a Thanksgiving thing, I can mail them out tomorrow. All right. Again, spray your hands with a little bit of Pam. And again, go ahead and pat it down. I think giving it a little time to set up and that Pam, because it helps a little bit. You're still going to get messy. We made the same thing. It does help a little bit. Crazy, they made the same exact way. You have temperature. Mom, can you open the garage door, because the door out to the garage is a little warm in here.
Okay.
Just put a chair in front of it or something. Got the oven on. You can see the problem. When I had it, it's not going to be any different. It's just, for some reason, this is the problem I have. Well, sometimes it's going to work, guys, and sometimes it's not. I got to wash my hands. I showed you the problem. It could be the temperature of the kitchen right now. It's kind of warm in here. It's the same cake mix. It just is what it is, right? So see if this will work. Okay. Well, that helps. I don't know why it's so mushy on this side and not even on the other side. You're just going to have to do your best to spread it. I think it's just the temperature. Another thing you could probably do, and I've never done it, is take this once you do it and stick it in a freezer or a refrigerator for like 5 minutes just to harden the butter again. And then it would probably spread without a much mess. Just got really hot in here, so I'm thinking that's why the one had it. But you could do that, probably put it in like a saran wrap and just put it in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes, even in the freezer for a couple minutes, and just let the butter kind of harden a little bit, and then you probably could spread it a little bit easier. Now that we've kind of opened the garage door a little bit, it is getting a little bit cooler in here and it's hardening up. So I will probably try that and let you all know, but I'm thinking that if you take the thing and just put it in a container, put it in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes, it'll help that butter to kind of harden up a little bit, probably make it a little bit easier to spread. But putting a little Pam on this did help, but it's all going to depend on the temperature. So we're just spreading it. It takes a while. The longest part of this whole thing is this bottom crust. You just want it to, so it is the longest part of this thing. You just want to make sure you're not having like big gapes in your bottom crust part. If you have a little bit, they'll all fill themselves in. But you're not gonna, that's as, you've got some thin areas like over here. We're just gonna do our best. Just make sure you don't make the crust too cold, because if you did, then if you put it in a Pyrex dish and put it in the oven, you could explode the Pyrex being too cold. So I just be careful with that. But even if you just, Mocha, no, Mocha, come on. Even if you just put it in the refrigerator for 5 minutes, it shouldn't affect it that much.
Out there, it's cold.
Yeah, it feels great having that open because right now it's hot in here. Okay. All right, we're going to have Mama come and help with this other part because I got to sit. So we're going to move this one that was the pain in the neck over here. Okay. Now. Oh, she's going to come here.
Now what are we doing?
Okay. So we're going to take the pan that we did the pumpkin, the crust in, and we're going to do the bowl, the pan, whatever. We're going to do the filling for that.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to open a can of pumpkin. Now I want to show everybody this. Can I see that for a second? Can I see that for a second?
What?
That can.
Can you use this can?
Yes.
No,
Okay. I just want to show everybody. When you go and do not get the pumpkin pie filling. Even though this is pumpkin cake, you need to make sure you get the 100% pure pumpkin, not the 100% pumpkin pie mix. So make sure when you go get it, it's 100% pumpkin, pure pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie mix. Already done. So make sure that's, make sure you see the difference in that. She's getting it out, and you want 1 large can of pumpkin. You can't help it. I know, but I'm warm. Yeah, it's hot in here, probably because I'm sitting right by the oven, right? So 1 large can of pumpkin is going to go in here. So we're going to take that.
I didn't get this far enough over.
And by the way, pure pumpkin is great for dogs. Mocha gets it in her food about every day.
Yeah.
So,
a couple of teaspoons.
Yeah, great for dogs. She loves her pumpkin. See why we did the crust first, and then we did the crust first, and then we worked on this, because if you get a little bit of the crust in it, it'll be fine. No problemo. Hold on to that for the next one, right? Hi, Hedgie. We're making our pumpkin cake. I uploaded the pumpkin pie or the pumpkin cake recipe on Thursday for everybody to see. Those that were members got it on Wednesday. So we had to put these together today. I figured this way, if anybody had any questions on how to do this, they could refer back to the live. Now, when we get done, we're also going to show everybody the remainder stuff Mom picked up for the shoe boxes. So we'll get 2 things done at once. I'm still on crutches. That's why she's doing this part, because I can't stand anymore. So in goes there. The next thing that we're going to do is 2/3 cup of evaporated milk. Now, a trick to the evaporated milk is go ahead, and this is a 12-ounce can, but if you get a 5-ounce can, that is 2/3 cup of evaporated milk. Then you can just take that and pour that right in, and you're done. You don't have to do any measuring. But, Mom, you could probably use a can opener for that, I would probably say. Shake it up.
Oh, you mean the church key?
It's for church, so why don't we use the church key, right?
I don't know why they call it a church key.
Okay. And we've got the measuring cup out, so we can put 2/3 cup of evaporated milk. That's going in it. But again, if you want to just pick up a 5-ounce can, then you just dump it in. Need help?
Well, I have
Here.
My thumb. I can't.
Do hold.
My thumb doesn't like it.
Excuse me. We have a better one in here someplace.
Yeah.
We got the one with the grips.
Oxo.
Yep, that one. Yeah, they're making these cans tougher.
Yep.
All right. There we go. So
There's the 2/3 cup.
no, I need it's there someplace. I put out the measuring cup. Where did it go?
Oh. Well, this is 2/3 cup.
Yeah, 2/3 cup, liquid and dry are different. All right, 2/3 cup.
This has spouts.
So does this. 2/3 cup. And then we're just going to take the rest of this can, if you're making 2, and we're going to throw it in there. So that goes in. All right.
You might want to measure and make sure you didn't
Well,
get.
we
there's
will.
More than. 'cause
Okay. Then,
The cans are 5 ounce and this is 12 ounce, so
Okay.
there's 2 more ounces.
well, then we'll test it. We'll test it just to see. Okay. Then we're going to take 3 eggs. That's not
So
even.
we're pointing over here.
You can see she hasn't made this for quite a while.
Just point. I didn't know what you were
That's
pointing at.
okay. Use them. I have the cup right there for the eggs.
Okay.
We're going to need that for the second round, but
Yeah, I know.
3 eggs are going in. You want me to hold?
Hold what?
I didn't know if you wanted me to hold them. See, I'm the one that usually makes this.
And I eat it. And I'm the one that
So
eats
she
it.
hasn't made it in a long time, but I'll
No.
tell you guys, does this not look like a well-loved recipe? It's well-loved. Okay, so when this way you make sure you get no shells or an egg that's gone south, because you don't want to waste all what's good in here. Believe me. 2. 1 more. All right, 3. In we go. So we'll save that one for the next one. All right, kind of the nutmeg and a cinnamon. Nutmeg. All right, nutmeg. This is optional. We just like a little bit of nutmeg. I think it brings a little fall, and I don't measure it. I do a sprinkle, and that's about it. I just do a pinch. So it's 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and we need the
2
tablespoon.
teaspoons?
No, we need the tablespoon out. So 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. The one, it smells like fall already, right? Of course, we had snow early, but 2. Okay. So that's that. Then we need the maple syrup. So we need 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I can't see that enough to do it.
I'm telling you, you can put oil in there. Oh, this is running out, I think.
Place to put the spoon. Okay.
Well, I've got the spoon next to me.
Okay. So make sure we go ahead. Good maple syrup. Okay. Then we're gonna go mixy. She go mixy. To be my taste my mom's tasted when she made pumpkin pies this time of year. Don't like pumpkin pie. Well, Brian, if you don't like pumpkin pie, this is one you may like, because this pumpkin cake, I can tell you, people that do not like the pumpkin cake love, or pumpkin pie love this pumpkin cake. So something to think about.
You should have probably beaten up the eggs.
Oh, that's why I have the whisk.
Oh, I didn't see that, so I didn't know. This is just
You can tell who goes in the kitchen a lot more. You need the whisk. Here it is. Just going to mix it all together, and we're going to lay it on the bottom of the crust we already did. A pumpkin cake my way.
Right. I think it's getting there.
Just mix
I
it.
just want to make sure there's no egg.
Yeah,
There's
just
still
mix it
streaks-
together.
There's still streaks of eggs. Next time I'm going
Pumpkin cake bread is the texture of pumpkin. Gets me. Well, try this pumpkin cake, Brian, if you want to. It is delicious. I can tell you honestly that, like I said, people that don't like our pumpkin cake love our pumpkin pie, love pumpkin cake. It is delicious. So I will link the original video here in the description if anybody hasn't seen it yet. This was the video we did.
I'm pouring this in here now.
Now we're going to pour this into the crust, into the bottom of this crust. So that's the bottom. And then we're going to make another one for the other one. And then we're done. So if you're making 2 of these, do it this way. And I'll be making one more. Like I make 4 or 5 of these by the time the season's end. And Christina's the same way. She doesn't like pumpkin.
Yeah, I don't care for pumpkin pie myself.
Now I will tell you a funny story. My dad, one year, he loved pumpkin pie. And one year, we didn't have it on the table.
Because nobody else liked it.
It's getting in the...
Nobody else liked the pumpkin pie.
So anyway, we had it in the pumpkin. Nobody else liked it. So anyway, he said, and there was a clock. It was a clock restaurant by our house, and it was open for Thanksgiving. And he said, "Oh well, I'll be stepping out in a minute." He said, "I'll be back in a few minutes." Well, he went to go to the clock. He was gone for about an hour or 2.
Yeah.
And so he left to go to the darn clock restaurant and get his pumpkin pie. My mom's like, "Why didn't you tell me that was so important?" That's one thing I said to my son-in-law when my daughter and my son-in-law got married. I said, tell me what is your thing that means something, that if it's not on the table, you're going to be sad. And he said turkey. So I'm not a turkey person. So guys, I got a turkey breast from Sam's Club and we're cutting that up and that's the turkey. I'm not making a turkey, but I made sure that there was turkey on the table. So if you have people coming that you can't accommodate, ask them what means something to them to put on their Thanksgiving table. So we're going to exchange this one. I'll hold this. So this is what this looks like so far. So take the other one, put it there.
Oh, wait a minute, because this is all wet.
Okay, put that one over there for right now.
Okay.
And we're going to do it again. You like pumpkin pie one? Well, I'm telling you, you have to try this pumpkin cake. But you have to. So we're going to take, again, for those people coming in, pumpkin, 100% pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. Don't get that. You'll be getting the wrong thing if you do.
You can probably measure that.
1 large can of pure pumpkin. For one, if you can, try the pumpkin cake and let us know what you think of it. It's a family favorite. Like I said, that's why I included the recipe card, because I wanted y'all to see how well it was loved.
Yeah, I got this.
Now, I wouldn't give this to any of the dogs, the pumpkin or animals. The pure pumpkin you could give straight from the can to an animal. We do it with mocha all the time, but because this has things like cinnamon and nutmeg and some other things that may no.
Oh, sorry.
When is the last time you made this?
A long time ago.
It shows.
Well, I stopped making it when you started making it.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. I was like, no. Because this is things like nutmeg and cinnamon and some other things, I probably would say, except for soup. That could have ended it badly. You're right,
Yes,
Brian.
it could have.
No, stop. Because this has some other things in it that I don't know if it's all safe for dogs, I probably wouldn't suggest you giving it to your dog. So again, we got 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. That I can do sitting. Guys, I'm about done with this. That's gone. We don't need that anymore. She's getting eggs are cracking.
And you can measure the milk.
Yes, I will measure the milk. Couple sprinkles. I don't measure the nutmeg. I just put a sprinkle. To me, I love nutmeg on my eggnog. I love
Can you
nutmeg.
get to a fork or not? Because I think it'll be easier. We won't have streaks of egg that we're trying to get.
All right, we're gonna let Mama know whether or not this is 2/3 cup if I do it again. Fancy that.
It is. Well,
It's 2/3 cup. Like I said, the person that's made this more than one time. If you're making two, just take this can of a 12 ounce and dump it right in.
it doesn't make sense because if you put 5 ounces
I
and 5 ounces are only 10 ounces.
I don't know, but it works, guys. And if it's off a little bit, it really won't matter. Okay, 3 eggs going in. We made sure she's one of 3. And then we'll put it on in once we put the maple syrup in. And then we'll do the other part, and then I can stand again. I'm over the foot, whatever the foot's deciding to do, I got it. I can't get off the crutches yet. So my mama she is such a helpful person. You know,
Thank you.
she is. We all live together because I deal with chronic pain, and there's sometimes I need help, and more times than I like to admit. And so like today I needed help with laundry, and she said, here, give me your laundry, I'll do it. So we're here to help each other, and thankfully I have a husband that says, nope, your mom was with us till the very end. Which, not very, very loving son-in-law. She loves her son-in-law. She really, he's got a, guys, Mr. Buster Crochet has a very big heart, and I'm very, very grateful. All right, so we need 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. We needed 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So it doesn't have to be organic. It's just the one. It's got a lid. It's the one that the Sam's Club had, so it's the one that I got. She uses the opposite end of the thing.
This is the one I used before.
No, this one. Maybe it is. I can't remember.
It is.
Okay, so we're gonna stir that up, and then we're gonna put that. Done with the egg thing. Done with all those containers. All right. Then we're gonna stir this up and put this again on the base of the pumpkin crust that we had problems with. I think I'm gonna try that trick of doing the bottom and putting it in like a saran wrap and putting it in the freezer or the refrigerator for like 5 minutes, just to let the butter kind of reharden again, and then try to spread it. So I want everybody to just realize the importance of, the connection and why we're doing the Christmas connection happening. It's because, sometimes the fall or the holiday months are great. Sometimes they're hard for people. So we want to make sure you guys have those connection points happening throughout the month, the Christmas month, when they can be difficult.
Yeah, this wasn't as hard to mix up with having
Okay.
eggs.
She's telling you to beat the eggs.
Just a little bit to break them up.
Another recipe that I will do when we do it is my mother's noodle pudding. Now that is a request on the table by myself and my daughter. It's actually Armenian. It was from a recipe from my godmother, and it's called noodle pudding. So that is one that when she makes it, I will.
Well, she didn't call it. It's called mock Berg.
We just call it noodle pudding. So anyway, when she makes that, I will we'll do a recipe on that, because that's a great thing. That's also really, we've been able to freeze it and then pull it out and reheat it, and it's so good. It's like I can have that all year. Get every last bit of that.
Oh yeah.
When this bakes, it smells like fall, everybody. It's so good. Once she gets done this, I think I can Get it? Hi, Growing Up Joyful Homestead. How are you? We're showing people how to make the pumpkin cake because I had to make it. And we figured this way, if anybody did have any questions on how to make it, they could refer back to the video. And it's just another connection point for everybody to have. So just, spread it evenly as you can get the mixture. And Mama had to help me because I'm still on crutches, which I'm not.
There's Christina.
Okay. So go ahead and answer. I got it. All right. Hello. All right. Now we're going to work on the top of it. Now that I've been able to kind of sit. Okay, I'm going to shake this out. We're going to take this one, just go ahead and give it a shimmy, shimmy, shake, right? Okay. Now, if you don't have a food processor, it's not the end of the world, guys, but it does make this process a little bit easier. Oh no, we forgot something. Well, we'll get it in. I forgot something. Okay, we forgot a half a cup of brown sugar in here. Circling around, I'm thinking, going, wait, hold it. But we can mix that in. We'll make it work. This is what happens when you plop that right in the middle. I looked at the brown sugar and I thought, wait, I forgot something. All right. Totally forgot the brown sugar. Light brown sugar, guys. I knew there was something we were forgetting. Okay, so we're just going to take a fork because just do your best to spread it. Would have been great if it had been mixed in, but we're just going to do our best without trying to bring in the crust, because trying to take this out. Yes, you do, but we forgot to put the brown sugar in the base. So if you forget it, see, I totally forgot the brown sugar, guys. Oh, goodness. So a half a cup of brown sugar. I'm sitting there going, I know I missed something. I know we've missed something. Yep. That was for sure, because then when I went over to get it, I'm like, but this was pretty easy. If you forget the brown sugar like I just did, like this doesn't look right. It's too light. The brown sugar darkens it up. So I'm just trying to kind of filter it in. Okay, that looks better, because I'm thinking this doesn't look right. It's too light. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing over here, because I totally. Okay. It's just like a pile of it right there I'm trying to get. Okay. So if you miss the brown sugar, you can still make it work. See? Mishaps, but you can make them work. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. I was like, it doesn't look right. I've made it enough that I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look right. So to that, add a half a cup of brown sugar, but do it before you put it in there. But if you mess up and forget the brown sugar, there's a way to filter it in. And it because the crust is the way it is, it's not going to bring up too much of the crust. Just want to make sure, we're kind of there's not pockets of, okay, so we're,
She's not in line. She's been sitting in a chair, and I've been helping her put the pumpkin cake together tomorrow and Sunday, two of them at the same time. So she's talking on her drive. She's now got them just finished just as she was home. So she's getting ready to put them together.
okay. I'm glad we caught that before, because I'd have been like, wouldn't have tasted right. I'm just going to make sure I kind of got it off where I plopped it. We're going to take it from the sides. We avoided a catastrophe, not having the brown sugar, right? But it works. It works, guys. We did it. Okay. We did it. We got it. Just trying to get some of the part of it off. Okay. We fixed it. Made it work despite my oops. Okay, so next, now that we fixed our oopsie, we're going to work on the crust part. It is easier in a food processor if you have it. So if you don't, you can use a pastry knife, or you can use a fork. You want this to kind of look like sand. You're going to take a half a stick of cold butter. If you don't have the half sticks, just use the whole stick and cut it in half. Plop it in there. If you want to chop it up, you can chop it up. Not a problem. All right. Now you're going to take that cup of cake mix that we saved, and you're going to plop it on it. You want this to look like sand. And so I don't make sure I forget. Okay. I should know this by heart. Okay. So you're going to take a half a stick, or not a half a stick. I already got the butter in. You're going to take half a cup. Now, I've never used a sugar substitute because they give me horrific migraines I don't want to experience. So you probably can. I haven't, but you probably can. So this is going to be loud for a second. And we're just going to go ahead and get this pulsed up. We want it to look like sand. But I've tried this. We're going to do one more shot, I think. Oh, one more. I have tried this every which way but loose, and I find out the easiest way is in a food processor. But it is, whether you have one or not, okay, you kind of want it to look like that. You see, you've got the pieces of the butter mixed in. So you're going to just take your hands and you're going to lay it over. We want the butter kind of filtered in with the cake mix. So again, sprinkle the cake mix over. I'm going to have a little bit of the pumpkin pie cake thing because I had to mix it, but that's okay. Well, it is all going in one place. All right. Get that on the mixer. go. Just, whoops. Get back in there. Okay. Just, you have any places you missed, you just kind of spread it out a little bit. And there you go. This is a little bit high over there. All going to be good. Believe me. All right, so we're gonna do it again. We're gonna take the other cake mix that we saved. In she goes. That's why you pull the cake mix and you put it like that. Just because you wanna saving it for the crust. Take your stick of butter. Now, if you're going to be doing this outside of a food processor, I'd probably tell you to make sure the butter's really cold, but to do it, but it'll be fine because we're doing it in a food processor and it's getting all good. So half a cup of sugar, white sugar, goes in. There we go. We'll give it another choppy chop. I didn't think I'd use a food processor, but man, I use it for the cottage cheese when I want to make the cottage cheese dip. So we're going to do it again. One more time. I think we did it 3 times last time. So this makes quick work of it. Now, when I go out of town and I'm going to need to do it, I have a little one of these little choppers. Y'all see them? And I'll put just a little bit of the cake mix and sugar and butter in here, and then that way it'll do exactly the same thing as the food processor, but it's portable because I'm not taking that food processor with me. But that way I don't have to stand in the kitchen and try to fold the butter into the thing. So again, take your hands. You want it to look, I don't know if y'all can see, kind of like you see the little butter in there, just kind of like you want the butter so that that's going to make the crust golden. So you kind of want it to kind of be over, so it's going to melt into the crust and make it all nice and golden brown. And they're ready to go into a 350-degree oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. You want the top to be golden, and of course it's got eggs in it, so it has to cook. Just spread it out. You got a couple. You want the pumpkin mixture to be covered. So if you got some areas that are a little high, go ahead and just, there we go, wash my hands. And we're just going to take a little thing. We got a little bit of okay. Now, hi Lydia. Right, I got to sit down, guys. Oh, so I can't do this thing. Whoops. We got an oven tilted oven rack tilted here. Gotta fix that. That will not I'm going to raise this up. I didn't like how low this was. So we're going to raise it up. All right. So what I would do is if you're doing 2, I'm going to sit it down because I can't do it anyway. I would go ahead and set your oven for 30 minutes. Okay? I'm going to actually move this one here. And then in 30 minutes, if I was you, I would go ahead and switch them up. Take the one from the bottom rack, move it to the top rack. That's what I would do. So I'm going to set the timer for half an hour. And then at 30 minutes, if you're doing 2, go ahead and switch them. Put the one that you had on the bottom on the top rack and vice versa. So, all right, guys. All right, give me just a minute. Okay. This over here. That's how you make pumpkin cake. So I don't make anybody dizzy. Let's see for just a second. We're going to move everybody over to the table. But with my crutches right now, probably make everybody a little. All right. Okie dokie. Now that I'm back here, and I'm sitting down. It's my life right now. I'm back. All right, so I'm back. So now that we've got the pumpkin cake, right? Got the pumpkin cake done. We're going to let you all see what we picked up. And I don't know why the internet's lagging. Maybe it's me. But anyway, we've got the pumpkin cake. We're going to show you. Oh, we'll have fun babysitting. We're going to show you what we have in, and I don't know why my internet's lagging, but it is. Show you what we're going to film in, put into the rest of the boxes. Mama, blessed to crochet, went out yesterday and got the rest of the stuff for the boxes. So this is going, I think on Sunday, we're going to drop it off at the thing, at the church, one of the churches that is collecting it. So while back ago, I got my daughter, isn't he cute? And they said to put a wow gift in there. So this is what we have so far. Anybody that does a super chat or anything, super sticker or something, or gift memberships will go to what we bought at the supplies. So anyway, we have the box. This is what's in here so far. So for those that don't know, we have one of our disco balls, paint, one of our soap caddies, 2 homemade crocheted bows, a brush, color pencils, a sharpener with erasers, nail file, a cute nail file, pencils, toothbrush, crayons, notepad, clippers. Aren't those clippers great? So all those are going in, have already been put in here for good. And we will track this so we know exactly how many, where it's going. So that's going in there. Okay. So what else we have chosen to go in there is isn't he cute? Name is Clementine. I got one of these for Christina, so I figured out I would put that. So that's a little bag. It's something that someone can hold, and I figure out so that's going in there. We got some goodies the other day, right? We got some socks. those cute socks. Got socks. Don't need the. So we've got a pair of socks. Those are going in. Pink socks. I love these fuzzy socks. So those are going in. We got, isn't this a cute star? These were Dollar Tree, guys. Look at this. Isn't that cute? It's got a star. It's a pen, but it's got like the shake star. So we got one of those. I'm going to cut the tag off. I don't like giving people things with price tags on. So we're going to cut the tag off of the price tag. So this is going in to there. We want them to be a star, right? It's such a cool pen. They said we can put in a deck of playing cards. So they happen to have one blue and one red. So we'll put the red one in for the girl. So we got the stack of playing cards. They said you could do a pencil holder. So we got this. And we're going to take out the insert part, because it won't bend any other way, right? Let's see. So we thought this was a fun pencil holder for a girl, so that's going in. So that's in. We got 3x5 cards. I hope I can fit all this in. I may have to rearrange it a little bit, guys. Isn't that a good? What a blessing! That's all I can say. As we packed this, we packed this thing. We're getting a lot of good little stuff. That's for sure, right? We packed it. Okay, so that's it. I don't have too much more to go because I don't think I can fit too much more. Okay. Oops. Now I will do these later. But I got stickers, and I got one pack, and I'm going to put them in a little seal thing. So I'm going to put 2 of these in here, and then said you could put glue sticks, so we got some glue sticks. And then there's a story behind these. So we'll stick a couple glue sticks in. I may add some more. We'll see. There's quite a few more, but we'll see. There's how many in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8. So we'll stick. Okay. A couple glue sticks are going in. May have to rearrange this. Now, there's a story behind these. Story time, right? You can see that these have little smiles on them. Now, when we were doing these, the boxes, I decided to do this in memory of my grandmother. My grandmother loved kids. She was always such a giving person, and so this is in her memory. Well, when Christina graduated, she absolutely hounded me about getting her a thing of flowers. And I said, Nana, there's so much going on right now. Can we just wait on the flowers? And she goes, no, I really want to get her a dozen roses. And I said, there's so much going on. Can we wait and get it for her birthday? Well, she would not let it lie until I ordered her a thing of flowers. Well, they came to the house on her birthday. Christina graduated May 19th. My grandmother passed away June 19th, day after my birthday. And when we filled the vase that had these flowers in it, and we picked up the vase from the stove, no joke, I've got the picture of it. It literally had a smile face on the stove. That smile face did not wipe off. It was still evident a year later before we were ready to move. You could still see that smile face on the stove. It died down. It wasn't so obvious, but it was there. So every place that we kind of see a smile, we'll say, that's Nana. So when I saw these pencils at Dollar Tree, I'm like, I have to do this. I have to get these pencils with the smile face and put a couple in here because this is a memory of my grandma. So there's a little story time. So we'll put in, we're going to put in a red one, an orange one, and a green one. So there's a couple more pencils with the smile face on. So those three are going in. So that is pretty much what is going in. And this box is jam-packed. And I love it. This is what we finally were able to get, guys, for the girl box, which is between 10 to 14. And our blessed disco balls are going right along with everybody. I'm telling them to be those blessed disco balls. So that's the girl box, and it's packed. I'm thrilled beyond measure that it's packed the way it is. I have trouble closing it. That's the girl. Okay, got the boy. That was for a 10 to 14-year-old. This is for a 5 to 9-year-old boy. So this is what's in here so far. I forgot a comb, but that's okay. Disco ball we decided was the camo disco ball. We have the pencil sharpeners, the nail file, the markers, a soap caddy, 4 pencils, the nail file. Love those things, they're so cute, and the crayons. I know. So in his, we found this. They said wow gift, and we figured this may be better than stuffed animals. So we got this. So this is going in there. That is a wow gift. So there we go. Figure maybe they like the miniature ball. Playing cards going in. The note cards. I've got to figure out a way. And there we go. And the stickers. We're going to put the stickers. I still have to do that, but I'm going to put them in a pack. They need to go in like a package. Right? Okay. 4 of the glue sticks. Those are going in. We'll do, and I'm going to save these 2 for next year. I may go back and get some more, so we always have some. 4 pencils, or 3 pencils with the smile face. Put them over here with the pencils. Right. We got them star pen, so that's going in. And this is the, I got to do a good place. Don't like that. Also, and I got some of the star pens for my nieces and nephews too. They were looking for them. This one. We found this dinosaur little cute pencil case. So that's going in. And we're going to put the stickers in. I don't know if you can hear, but Mr. Buster Crochet is really snoring. There we go. So then we're going to put the stickers in here. And, oh, I forgot this. Pair of socks. I love these fuzzy socks. I think they're so cool. So that is going in the box. And I have to still put the pack of stickers in, which I will. Where did they go? Nope, those aren't it. I know they're here, just I don't know where they went to. I'll find them in a minute. Anyway, wherever the pack of stickers are, they went. They are going in a separate little, I have to put them in something. but that's the boy. And this is full. So I am so proud of everybody, honestly. I am just over the moon that we did this. I may have to adjust that a little bit because it's popping up. I am so thrilled that we got 2 of these boxes filled. Like I said, if anybody did a super chat today, it was all going to the boxes if they wanted it. Or memberships or something. We filled 2 of these. This will become a tradition on our channel. I talked about this yesterday. I talked about the fact that traditions bring people together. Connection brings people together. And if you can connect and you can have a tradition, my hair is all lopsided. It needs to get cut. I need the Flowbee after it today, guys. I'm scrolling today. If you all realize the importance of what connection does, this becomes a tradition for our channel that every year, whether it's all we do for the next little bit, every year is to fill 2 shoe boxes. We're filling 2 shoe boxes every year. We've started that. That becomes a tradition. I'm hoping next year will be even more boxes. But we're going to do this little bit by little bit. If we can fill 3 next year, that'll be a huge accomplishment. And let me just say this, and really quick, there was a lot of this stuff, the pencils, the crayons, the notepad, the even the ball that we did for the boy, the socks, all those came from Dollar Tree. The stuffed animal was really the one thing that I did go out and get that was a little bit more, but I figured out for the little girl, for the girl, it just was something I wanted to do. The crochet items I did myself. If you were thinking about filling one of these boxes and think, oh, I've got to go get all this kind of stuff, you really can go and start at the Dollar Tree. Look at the nail clippers, look at the nail files, look at the pencils, the pencil cases, the socks, the notepad, the crayon, or the pencil, the colored pencils, and those kind of things. All those things really came in by just going to a simple Dollar Tree. And this is where, whether it winds up in our country or it goes to another child, I know that I've done something good for a little child that otherwise this may be all they get, and they're going to open it up with such glee and cheer, because otherwise they may not have gotten anything. And as a single mother, when I was a single mother way back when, having this, I didn't have the boxes, but I had Angel Tree. It was a huge help. I was able to put things under the tree for my daughter that I otherwise would not have put in. And so if you see these boxes around, there are places, and there's churches. Our church is not big enough to do this, but this is a great thing to be able to do. Now we will go ahead and we will fill these out. I will do that this afternoon. And so we will be able to track where our package is going, so that attached to the shoebox. So we're going to put this on top of the shoebox, and we're going to go ahead and do this online. It costs $10 to track it, but I really think it's worth it to track it, so that we can go ahead and track and see where these go. I'd love to be able to see where they go, and be able to sit there with somebody and realize that it doesn't take a lot. There are some handmade stuff in here. Why? Because I think it's really important that somebody knows. Now, we will be enclosing a note, but my handwriting, due to my fibromyalgia and some other things, I can crochet for hours. My handwriting is terrible. My mother does a better job, so we do have some Christmas cards, and I will make sure that there is a Christmas card that goes in there, and it's going to be from Blessed to Crochet. It's going to be from all you guys who participate in there. So we're going to put a little hand Christmas note in there just to encourage them and to say, here you go. So I really think that this is so important for our channel to do. Um, I hope that people realize, if they maybe think, I know this is a Christian ministry, I don't want to participate because it's a Christian ministry. Can we put that aside? I know it is. I went to school with Billy Graham's granddaughter. Um, I know it is. But it's a ministry that does good things for good people. And it's going to give this to a little kid that otherwise wouldn't have Christmas. They're going to go open it up. And I think to myself, I don't know if I would be excited to get pencils for Christmas. But some little kid is going to be that really maybe has nothing. Maybe if they have that handmade, soap caddy, they're going to use it every day and put a bar of soap in it and say, somebody cares. That's the whole basis. I go back to that story about Elvis, and they're saying someone cares. That's all that matters. I just want somebody to know that someone cares. So that's what we're doing on this channel. We're making sure that whoever gets these boxes, right, knows someone cares about them, and you're loved and you're being prayed for. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? So thank you for joining me for filling the shoe boxes, and for those that stuck around, I appreciate it. And also for those that I figured out I had to make two. Sorry guys, moved my foot, it hurts. Had to make two of the pumpkin cakes, and so I figured out this way we would go ahead and make them with you, and then that way if you had any questions, and you even got to see if you missed the brown sugar, there's a way to put it that if you make a mistake in cooking, there's always a way around it. It's a lot easier just to dump the brown sugar in there and stir it on up as best you can, and it'll all come together. But it's already smelling like fall. I wish I had smell-o-vision in here because it smells awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. In the comments below, let me know, please, what times kind of work best for you. We've had we and if you're a channel, if you could just share our channel out, we try to do the same back and do our channel shout outs, because I want to make sure that people are coming in and they're connecting, and I don't want to discourage anybody if they for anything, but I know the chat has not been as active as I would like, or I'm sure anybody else in the chat may like it a little bit more, people interacting and so forth. And if you're looking, pop up and say hello. But if there's better times, right now we have the Christmas connection starting at 7 o'clock, and those times will change. I just put them up there. If there's a better time in the day that works best for you, let us know. And then we're going to try to kind of make sure that we can hit some of those times throughout the month of January or December. At the basis, we're going to do at least a live a day. I guarantee you there'll probably be maybe one or two more throughout the week. We may be doing 2 lives. Maybe we'll come on and do a morning coffee live or something like that. But let us know if there's other times that work best for you, and we'll try to make sure that we can facilitate a little bit of that throughout the holiday season, because connection is not, it does help. It doesn't fix everything, but it does make a difference, and that's why it's so important to connect. That's why this channel was never set up as a crochet channel. It was set up as a connection channel. I'm blessed to be able to crochet. My mother's blessed to be able to do other things. She's great at gardening. She's great at knitting. I could never do that. She's just great, all the way around in so many things. And so, I'm blessed to crochet. I'm blessed to, be crafty and all that other kind of stuff. But what are you blessed to do? You don't have to know how to crochet to be a part of this channel. You just have to come, show up, and want to have the basis of connection. It is so, so important. So with that, I'm going to let you all go. We've been on here for about an hour and a half today. Hopefully you enjoyed the pumpkin cake. If anybody has any questions about the pumpkin cake recipe, you can put it in the comments below. We try very hard, especially being the size channel we are, to make sure that we answer everybody. So if you have a question about how the pumpkin cake was done, go ahead and do that. If you're coming and say, I would like to contribute a little bit towards the Samaritan Purse shoe boxes, we do have our link tree with some of our our Venmo and all that kind of stuff. If you would still like to contribute without YouTube even 30% of it, that's another way too as well. So let's take a moment. We do have our 2 memberships. And that is our Blessed Disco Ball membership and our thank you very much membership, which is just a way of supporting the channel. So we just want to take a moment and thank all of our members. They are such a gift to this channel, and we're so grateful for them.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, and just so everybody knows, even if you're not a member of this channel, we are so grateful for you participating and be active and subscribe. So we are thankful for our channel members that do support the channel, but we are also grateful for each and every one of you, and so thankful for each and every one of you. This Sunday, we're going to be doing a lot of going through the email. So if you want anything from the monetization celebration and you haven't emailed us yet, this is our email address. Then go ahead and email us and we will go ahead and get that taken care of. This Sunday, we're going to go through the emails that we do have and make sure that we can gather that. And then at the first of the month, we'll get as much of the stuff out as we can. So please go ahead and email us if you want anything, and I'll try to go back through the list. But again, I'm not going to chase everybody that did win something. So I know people have messaged, but between the foot and some other things, got a little delayed. But we will go through. We will get things ready to go. And again, like I said, the first of the month, we'll get those mailed out to you if you are a winner. So again, thank you so much for all your support. I tremendously appreciate it. If you're a channel and you would like to have us on, please email us. We talk about fibromyalgia, and I've raised an autistic individual, and I deal with fibromyalgia and other things. If you would love for me to come on and share some of my insight and so forth, I'd be glad to be able to do that. So just go ahead and email us. We'd be glad to do that. I'd be glad to come on and tell my testimony for sure. So let's just continue to grow. If you have a channel and you can spread us out, we would greatly appreciate it. It means a tremendous amount. And we just thank you. I hope you enjoyed today. Again, I wish y'all had smell-o-vision because, guys, that smells really good in this house. So I'm going to let everybody go. Time to put the old foot back up again. And I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Let us know what you're making for Thanksgiving. And remember, stay connected, you all. Remember, we got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And remember, be proud of being yourself because everyone else is taken. Love you all. Yes. Before I go, Karma, yes. Yes, absolutely, Karma. And it probably will be after we come back from, just a side note, after we come back from out of town. And then I will get with you and we will do it. I promise. All right. Remember, be proud of being yourself because everyone else is taken. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.